So this is the plant haul that I picked up from Cody Cove Farms. Cody Cove Farms is a small little operation run by Josh Jameson. I don't know if you know who Josh Jameson is. He's basically one of the most important permaculture, stable crop, food forest plant people in Florida. But him and his wife and a small crew, they actually test a lot of these plants to see what grows the best in this environment. I believe they're in zone 9A. I'm in zone 9B. So it's not 100%, but I feel pretty safe buying from them, knowing what I'm buying is going to do good in my food forest. This is a Brassica from Africa. It's called Perennial African Kale. It supposedly will tolerate the hot Florida summers. According to the Cody Cove Farm website, they had 100% success the first year and different level, not as good success the second year. So we'll see how it goes. This is Vetiver Grass. It's used for a chop and drop. It's very good living mulch. The root system goes down up to 10 feet, so it's bringing up a lot of nutrients that other plants can't get to. Really excited about this one. I need more and more living mulch so that I don't have to bring in mulch from outside. And over here, we have some Puerto Rican taro. Josh apparently found this at a local flea market. Grows well in our environment. From one tuber like this, we should be able to harvest 5 to 7 pounds of corn. That's a lot. I have a special spot picked out for this right over there where it floods quite a bit. I'll put it in a spot just adjacent to where it floods so that it's going to get a lot of moisture, but it doesn't necessarily have to live underwater. I also picked up quite a few seeds here. I'm going to plant them right now in the sand. The sand is warm and moist. These seeds are going to love it. I'll just go ahead and put some holes in there real quick. I've never actually planted seeds in sand before, but I've done, I've started cuttings in sand and it works pretty well. I've seen it done online. It seems to work. And I don't know if you can see the little blue labels. I've already pre-labeled everything so I know what is what. That's a big problem with me because I like to seed bomb stuff, and then when the plants come up, I don't necessarily know what varieties they are. And so the majority of these seeds are going into my forest garden section, which is over there. I've done a few videos on that. I'm going to be expanding that quite a bit. And these will be some of the main plants I put in there, as well as this Brassica here. Okay, so the first pack of seeds I have is late Roselle. This variety of Roselle Hibiscus will bloom about a month later than the variety that I have, which is known as early Roselle. And supposedly this variety of hibiscus also will not fall over. It stays erect. We'll see how it does. Day neutral Asian winged bean. This variety of Asian winged bean should actually fruit throughout the hot Florida summer. The variety that I have right now will fruit in the spring and the fall, but in the summer, it doesn't really give very much output. It grows, but it's not producing. It'll be interesting to see if I'll be able to harvest winged beans all throughout the year with this variety and the variety that I already have. And this here is Mavuno Cowpea. This is a cowpea that stays low to the ground, so it's not going to be climbing up your plants, making a big mess. There may be some stray climbing, but for the most part, it's going to stay low to the ground. It'll be a nice ground cover, easy to chop and drop. Not such a big mess with vines going all over your plants and your trees and everything. This is Equidos sweet pepper. It's a good pepper for cooking and seasoning, and it will actually produce all throughout the summer. Not all peppers will produce. Not all peppers can even survive the summer, whereas this one's going to actually give you fruit throughout the hot Florida summer. This is another pepper. It's called Aji Sazonar. I actually picked up 4 different pepper varieties. I've had trouble getting peppers to grow for some reason. Even supposedly hot weather peppers. They're not always as advertised. I trust Cody Cove Farms. If they say it's going to grow in the hot Florida summer, then I believe it's going to grow in the hot Florida summer. Because, you know, that's their main goal, is to test these crops out and spread them around as much as possible. This is Chirosa, a mildly hot pepper. And of course, Cody Cove Farms says that it's going to grow in the hot Florida summer. So I believe it's going to grow. And if you haven't checked out Cody Cove Farms, you should. I mean, especially if you're in Florida. I'll put a link down below. They're a small operation. They're growing. So they do run out of inventory every once in a while. And unfortunately for you people that don't live in Florida, they only ship to Florida at this time. They're still growing and trying to get all the paperwork done and everything so that they can ship everywhere, but they're not quite there yet. This is Cap 455 pepper. Eating this is similar to a small bell pepper. And it'll produce through the spring into the early summer and continue to grow through the summer, maybe producing a little bit throughout the hot Florida summer. Gotta have peppers, man. If you can't grow peppers, what's the point? And this one I'm very excited about. It's giant Brazilian yellow passion fruit. It's like giant passion fruit. Supposedly you can get half a cup of juice out of one of these passion fruits. The downside is that you have to hand pollinate. So this is going to be a little project. My kids, especially one daughter in particular, she's just crazy for passion fruit. So she's probably going to benefit the most from this. Too bad she doesn't live in Florida. Otherwise, this could be her project. Okay, that's it. Nice mulch. Hot Florida summer Brassica. Great big huge taro. 4 kinds of peppers. A rare longevity spinach. Summer producing Asian wing beans. Late Roselle. Cowpea that doesn't vine up everything. Fantastic. Thanks for joining and allowing me to share my plant haul. Like I said, I'm really excited about these plants that are close to guaranteed to grow in the hot Florida summer. And if you haven't checked out Cody Cove Farm yet, like I said, link below. Check them out. It's well worth it.